things come to mind. One, might Detroit be overlooking Orlando a little bit tonight? And two, Stacey Augmon
in rebounding and block shots in the same season. Done it twice.
Stevenson. And the Magic go up by 2.
Both better players. And Ben has always been one of my favorites since his days here in Orlando.
Stacey Augmon.
Defense from the Orlando Magic.
Stevenson, nice shovel pass to Francis. Is that his first touch?
To the outset that Detroit has not had a good start to this season. Careless turnover on the cross-court pass by Rip Hamilton.
And it's Steve Francis in on Prince.
A moment ago, Steve Francis coming to the hoop, and the power and explosiveness to be able to glide right by Tate.
Average about 10 points a game in this league. Just go stand in front of the rim.
And be able to catch the ball.
1 minute left in the quarter.
Nice rotation defensively, Prince.
Deshaun Stevenson for Prince. Rebounded by Petit. Francis at the other end. Yep, and a foul.
But Steve Francis, who this year is averaging 21.5 points a game, earns a trip to the line here.
And now Detroit making changes as you see the drive by Francis.
But Steve Francis is one of only 3 players in the NBA who changed, miss a game for a stomach problem. When they announced that 2 or 3 days ago.
Replacing Rasheed Wallace. That's Arroyo.
Good 2-for-1 opportunity, but
here's Francis.
You shoot jumpers from your point guards along the baseline. Somebody has to guard defensively. There was no rotation whatsoever for the Detroit Pistons, and Steve Francis still able, after all these years.
Steve Francis led a surge for Orlando.
The face of the new look Orlando Magic, Steve Francis. He has 5 field goals made. He has 3 assists. He's been taking it to the hoop, not settling for the outside jumper. The Orlando Magic as a team have 11 baskets. He's responsible for 8 of them. Defense of the Pistons.
You got to get in line. A lot of guys have a tough time getting past the defense of the Pistons. And now Jameer Nelson on a 3. Starting point guard for a time for the Rockets.
It's amazing how you go from a starter to being waived.
You know, these aren't exactly household names, but the Orlando Magic are like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Who are those guys?
NBA career with San Antonio.
A reminder that NBA team
Orlando has been able to hang so close to the world champions.
He has gone all the way down on his bench to Mario Kassoun, Mark Jones. With 11 to shoot, Francis around Billups and leaves it for Cato. The Magic with a chance to cut it to 2.
Ben Wallace again.
Francis.
Of Steve Francis, that's a tough way to beat the world champions.
Francis finds a teammate. It's Stacey Augmon. And it's Howard with a cleanup and the jam. And one of those injuries in San Antonio would tip the balance of the Western.
And then there's the world champion Pistons who say, hey, look, that ball's in play and we're going after it.
The Magic could use a hoop. It's Francis off the glass. A circle tonight with this upstart Orlando team.
Steve Francis doing everything he can to keep his team alive in their playoff dream. Between hard work, character, and success as we Ray, a world champion in his own right.
Who was, by the way, traded for Nick.
Chicago Bulls, one of the rare quadruple doubles in the history of the NBA. David Robinson.
And Garrity with the rebound.
Solid box out by Garrity that time. And nice running pick by Brandon Hunter.
Francis finds a teammate underneath. And reducing their magic number to 3 for clinching the NBA Central over Chicago. That's Steve Francis.
But Detroit loses nothing when they come with Antonio McDyess.
Stevenson with victory as Detroit wins its 5th in a row and